Cal's Craft. Welcome back if you've been before, and hi if this is your first time. This is my whip and chat of the week. This is what I tell you what's been going on in the Withington household. Basically just having a chat. So I hope you've got yourself a drink. I've got myself half a cup of coffee that I still haven't drunk. I've got my candle lit because I don't know about you, but I could do with a bit of positive energy and somebody thinking nice thoughts and sending me warmth and love and hugs. I need it all. I just need it all this week. But hey ho. So I am working. Oh, I need to get the drills, don't I? I ain't going to get very far without the drills. I'm working on the... Whoops, Daisy, I've just dropped something on the floor. I hope it wasn't important. Folks, don't have big boobs because they get in the way now. It's not important. Sorry. Not that you know too much information on it. Yeah. Right, I am doing my Ever Moment penguins for my mama for Christmas. So that's what I'm... Oh God, it smells lovely when I open this box. And I've got my Harbour Freight, and then I've got baggies filled with what I couldn't get into the Harbour Freight because I've only got one set. Well, I did have two, I lie, I have two, but Millie's nicked the one and she said I'm not having it back. I've got some wax here if I need it. I've got some, what's this, Diamond Dots wax if I need it, and I've also got some of this, which I think was Roe Diamonds wax, so I'll put that out there. And I have got some Diamond Art Club wax on the side there. So I've no idea if my pens have got any wax, but look at this, seeing as it's Christmas, don't know if anybody's seen it, but look, I got a Christmas diamond painting tray, and this comes from Shiny Shazza. She is on Etsy. She is Shiny Shazza. And she was lovely. She's got loads. She's got a few more of the Christmassy ones there, which I like. And I've got my Christmassy pen, which I got from Diamond Painting Pens Creations on Facebook. This was £15. I think this was it £6.99 because it's got a small bubble in it down the side here. But yeah, that didn't bother me. Sorry to bring my tray in. So the cover minder is one I've made myself. It's one of my favourites. Got my light pad underneath. So are we ready to go? Have we got everything? So I've got this one, but I've also got all them as well. Whether they've got any wax in them is another, you know. But we're going to use this one until it gets on my nerves. So I was just going to do. So I'm thinking we'll go for number 4 because I can see some numbers. It's so clear, this canvas, so easy to read, and they are squares as well, these ones. Can you see number 4? Number 30. So number 30 is there. So I tried to put all the ones that got lots of drills in these pots, and then the ones that only got a few drills, because it tells me, lucky enough, roughly how many's on the side. And I did have inventory sheet as well, which I cut out and put on the front of there. So I tried to pick the bigger ones. Ooh, I like this tray. So how's everybody's week going? Hasn't it got flipping cold in Britain? Well, Wales it has. Oh my flipping God. It is, heating's on off, because it's just ridiculously getting cold. Oh, that one went flying at the moment. My joints have been hurting like heck from the cold. Not as cold as some people I've noticed in the world. Some people have had snow. Sorry, Mrs. Coffee. Bless them. But I did say they could send it me because I like snow. Yeah, but it seems a bit early, doesn't it? But yeah, so. And the nights are drawing in really quickly. Oh my God, it's getting so dark so quickly, and dark in the mornings, I've noticed. You know, it's barely coming light now when the alarm goes off in the morning. So I don't think it'll be long before it's pitch black. I think when we go back, because the kids are on school holidays now for 2 weeks, and I think when we go back, I think it will be dark when I'm waking them in the morning, and that'll be a hardship because they won't want to get up. They hate getting up when it's dark in the morning. There's a lot of moaning goes on, and a lot of persuading to get out of bed, and then it's yelling to get out of bed. Mum starts off nice and calm. Then after about the 4th or 5th time, it's like, get yourselves out of bed. Gonna be late. You know, that sort of thing. That's if they go back. We still don't know what's happening in the world, so we just have to wait and see. It's very quiet in my house, as you may have noticed. Well, the dog probably will knock on the door in a minute. Millie is upstairs. I thought she'd be quiet because she's got the whole upstairs to herself, because Jessie has gone away for the weekend. She's gone off with her best mate and their family. They very kindly offered. They were going away for a long weekend in a caravan. They asked Jessie if she wanted to go, which I thought was lovely. Of course, she jumped at the chance. So she's in her element there. So Millie's got some nice peace and quiet by having the bedrooms and things all to herself, although she has moved back into Joshua's. But she's got a friend going to stay tonight. One of her friends are coming over to stay, so I think they're going back in her bedroom, and so they can both be in the same room. So I think she's up there making up the beds at the moment, putting some clean sheets and stuff up there. Saves me doing it. I said if they have friends to stay now, they're old enough to change all the beds themselves. They don't need me to do it. I said I'll do the washing and drying, but you strip the beds and make them back up. So I said that'd be nice for Millie and nice for Jessie, so they'll both be having a nice time. Some of you know Josh went back Sunday. It was lovely having him home for nearly a week. No, he'd tell a lie, he went home Saturday night because he wanted to have Sunday at uni, so he was ready and fresh for his lessons on the Monday. So he decided about 7 o'clock to leave here. Mum was a nervous blinking wreck the whole time, because he's not really driven that much long distance at night and going on and off motorways and stuff, that I was a real nervous wreck. So I said he left here 7. He quickly called in to see his grandpa, so he got to see him before he headed off. I think he only stayed there about 10 minutes, and then he did text me to say he'd arrived at a service station, and then rang me then when he was on the M62 to see they'd been diverted, but he didn't recognise the diversions, and his sat nav kept telling him to go back, so he turned that off. So I got on the computer and I found, he told me one of the village names he went through, so I found that, and he was heading for Halifax. So I said don't panic, although it's slightly in the wrong direction, it will take you out towards Halifax and then it will bring you back in onto the M62 but further up. So he said okay mum, if I won't ring you if I'm okay, but I'll ring you back if I need any more help. So I think this was about 10:30ish, 10:45. So I thought, well, I can't go to bed. So I'd got my dragon sword diamond painting out from Treasure Studio Arts. So I watched some YouTube videos and stayed, and I was so tired. And then I think about 10 to 1, he rang to say, I'm here, I'm going to bed, I'm tired, night. And that's all I got. But I thought, at least he's there safe and sound in one piece, and the car's got there in one piece. Yeah, I phoned him a few times this week. Does he answer? Not very often. Mind you, I think he said his phone is playing up, because when you ring it, it goes to answer phone, then it'll ring, then it won't. And then when you're speaking to him, it's crackling all the time. So I just get a little message, I'm fine, every now and again. But he did text, I texted him yesterday, and he did text back. They went to York sightseeing, which I don't think is not very far from Hull. He said it didn't cost much, and they all chipped in, his bubble in his flat, they all chipped in that for the diesels. That I don't know where that flicked to then. Did you see that flick to? Oh, find it. Oh, there it is. And so he said it was cheaper to go all chip in than go on the buses and things. And he said they had a brilliant time. So he sent some photos that he'd taken of the architecture and all the things. They'd looked around some buildings and stuff and the river. And so I think they spent all day there yesterday, because none of them had lessons yesterday. So they said they just all went to switch off for a few hours, which I thought was nice. So I'll text them later. They'll probably be out tonight. Saturday night, isn't it? But everything closes at 10. And he said, well, if you go to the pub on site, you have to book a table. Then you stay at a set table and you only get up to go for a wee or to leave. You have to order all your drinks by the app and pay by the app as well. So that's more reassuring that he hasn't got to go into busy places. God, Millie, you sound like a herd of elephants up there. My floorboards are so, well, they're not floorboards, they're like boards. So noisy upstairs. You can't creep around. There's no way you could creep around upstairs because it creaks too much. And that noise is my computer or my laptop fan coming on and off. We went to Hereford this morning to have a look at some cheap laptops because we paid over £1,000 for this one, what, 6-7 years ago, and it's the biggest pile of shit we ever bought. We've had nothing but trouble with it since we had it. So I said, we're not buying an expensive one again. I'm definitely not buying a Dell, because I said nothing but hassle with it, and they're not very helpful. Dell isn't either. So we went to PC World this morning. We've been looking at them for months at different ones that we liked, but most of what we really liked was out of stock wherever you looked. Oh, excuse me. Seems to be a rut. Everybody's buying laptops apparently when they all, I suppose, when they all go back to school, because people are home educating and everything's done online, isn't it? But we, what did Grant get? Huawei, is it Huawei? Is that how you say it? You know, the phone one. We found a good one of those. It's supposed to be an all-rounder, it says. So I think it's only a 14 or a 15-inch screen. This one's a 17, but I don't need one that big. So, but of course, we don't carry them in stock. We have to order them in. So we have to wait now. I think this coming into store on Monday, so it'll be another hour trip there, hour trip back to go and pick it up. If we had it sent to our home, it could be a week to 10 days or longer before it came to us. And Grant's not patient. So once he's paid for something, he wants it. He doesn't do this waiting around malarkey. He wants it there and then, or can wait a couple of days, but that's it. So he'll be going off, so it'll be interesting to see. The keyboard looks quite nice on it and everything, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like. Mind you, I won't tell him if I don't like it. I didn't. Can you imagine? I said, well, I said it can't be any worse than this one. I said, as long as I can watch Facebook, get onto my social media sites, I said, talk to you lot on a Sunday, you know, see all your comments on a Sunday when I'm chatting to you. I said, I'll be happy. Because I said, I upload now off my phone because it's easier, less hassle. So I tend to do it off my own old phone and use the PowerDirect app. I don't get as much hassle. than trying to do it off the computer. If I try and do it off the computer, oh my god, hassle, hassle, hassle. So I'm looking forward to. Oh, that's Grant chucking a thing for the dog down the hallway. So you'll hear the dog scurrying down the hallway. You can hear everything in my house. So say you can't get away with nothing. You couldn't be secretive in my house anyway. Yeah, so we had a look there. Then I went to, what's it called? Hobbycraft, because I wanted to get some of this, call it double-sided quilter's tape that you can put down to do zips. And it's double-sided, like a double-sided, very, very thin and very, very narrow tape. And you put that down on the fabric, and then you put the zip on that so it doesn't move, because I'm, you know, even though I'm pinning it down, it still bloody moves. And then you put some more of this tape on top of the zip, and then put the next piece of material and you put it back on, and it doesn't let it move, and then it will dissolve if you wash it. But you can't see it anyway, but you know, if you wash it, it will just dissolve anyway if it bothered you that it was there. No, don't do anything like that. Do single-sided, she said. I said, well, that's no good to me. I want double-sided. Oh, no, we don't do that. So Millie wanted some certain type of material. No, we don't do that. And I can't remember something else she wanted. No, we don't do that. So we came out of there. I said, I'm not looking around. Can't find what I want. So I thought we'll go in Dunelm. No, nothing in there either. So I said to come out. I said, Grant, let's say I want to go home. He said, do you? I said, yeah. I said, I want to go home. I said, I don't want to look around the shops. Oh, that was it. The other thing I wanted to go and have a look was Primark in the town. So when we got there, we went and had a coffee and some toast at Costa's. And then I wanted to go to Primark because it's cheap. And I had a gift voucher because when my dad took Jesse's stuff that didn't fit very well, they wouldn't refund him the money, only give him a gift card because it was my card that it was put on. So I thought I'll use that today because I'm desperate for some tops. And well, it was 10 deep outside waiting to go in. I said to Gran, I ain't queuing. I'm not queuing. I can't be doing my queues. Can't be doing my queuing. No. He said, well, you know, you won't get. I said, don't care. I'm not queuing. I said, I'm not that desperate for tops. I've got about 3 or 4 tops that I wear. I said, I'll just wash them, wear them, wash them, wear them. I said, I am not queuing. So I didn't queue. And there was a fabric shop, well, sewing shop in town, and they were 4 deep outside there. And we went down this side street, and when we'd gone about 20 minutes, and there's only one person that had gone in. Grant said, you join in the queue? I said, I might help. I am not that desperate. I don't mind doing a little queue, but I can't stand for long anyway. So I said, nope, let's go home. I want to go home. I just want to go home because we didn't even take Lily today, and I felt really, really guilty that we didn't take her. She was putting her paw up this morning to say, let me come. She was looking at her harness and putting her paw up in the air. And I felt so guilty, but Grant and Millie go, no, not bringing her. Okay. So I got her a pig's ear. Bought her a pig's ear to make me feel better. Which she's hid in the front room. From the cats. Cat went to walk past it and she growled at the bloody cat. Get away, that's mine. Not that the cat would, you know, have any interest in a pig's bloody ear. She has got a cow's ear, but she don't like that. Obviously that's not as nice as a pig's ear. Because she's not allowed any treats or anything anymore. So the only thing we're allowed to give her is the pig's ear for her to chew on, and it helps her teeth. So I thought, right, I better get one of those then. So I did. I was a good mama and bought her a pig's ear. And we called it the Butcher's in the market. And we got a little bit of sirloin steak each. The 3 pieces, right, that big each. I didn't realise how small they were till I got them home. 3 pieces, because there's only me, Mel and Grant here. 3 pieces, guess how much? I nearly died. Nearly died when Grant told me. £12.53p. 12 flipping pound 53p. So what's that? $16–17? Yeah, for 3 pieces of sirloin steak. I said to him, we must be off our flipping rockers. And he said, oh, it's the only time that we'd be able to get it, because usually there's, there's been 5 of us and we can't afford it when there's 5 of us at home. Yeah, so it better taste, boy, but it better taste nice. I will not be a happy bunny if it's shit, I tell you, or chewy. Can't do chewy meat, not with my jaw, nope. Because my jaw is killing me. I've still got that massive lump up in on my jawbone. I think it's growing, it's starting to get sore now. And I said my teeth hurt for me, not grinding it, what did he call it? Clenching my teeth at night. I said she would have started doing that. So I don't want anything that I need to chew very hard on. I can chew lightly, I just can't chew hard. So we're having that, and we're going to have mushroom sauce, because I love mushroom sauce. Some chippies. Grant is going to have some pepper sauce and some garden peas with it, I said, which will be really nice. So I said we'll probably have it 4:30 now, so Grant will probably start cooking about 5:30ish. Or he might start before if he's hungry. So that should be nice. So I look forward to that. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to tell you. When we were in PC World, Grant wants one of these coffee pot things that you put. I don't know what it's called. It's like it looks like a bit like pewter, no, dull silver colour, and you put it on the gas hob to cook, or a hob or whatever, not cook, to make your coffee. And the coffee must be in it has a top bit and a bottom bit. I don't know how it works. I really don't know how it works. But he wants one of these coffee things that you put on a hob or something. I know what it looks like. So I was looking in, while he was finalising this laptop, I went upstairs to have a look at the electrical appliances and all the stuff they got up there, because I thought they might have a push habit. Doubted it, but which they didn't. But I got to look at the pressure cookers and stuff, and they've got a Ninja Foodi. Have anybody of you seen that thing? Oh, put my teeth back in. Because I said to you I'm looking at the Instapots. But somebody said, oh, if you're going to get it, you want to get the one that does the active fry and everything, which I think is about £199 over here, or £179. But in there, they had a thing called the Ninja Foodi Max Multi-Cooker. So I'm reading it. So I wrote it down. Electric pressure cooker and air fryer. And it's in brushed steel and black for I think it was 179 or 189.99. Can't remember, something like that. And I think it was about 6 litre. Yeah, it must have been about 6 litre. And I had all these different functions on it. And I thought, oh, that looks good. And then I thought, no, walk away. You can't afford it. You haven't got that type of money, Caroline. Just walk away. But it did look good. So, you had to take it apart and have a little poker on it. And, look at the buttons and whatever. But yeah, but I couldn't find this coffee thing for Grant anyway. I looked in Dunelm because they've got all that sort of stuff in there, but no. So I said I'll have to look online and see if I can get him one online, seeing as he's getting the laptop thing. Mind you, we have needed a laptop for a couple of years now. Because this thing is a bit like my sewing machine, works when it wants to and does what it wants to when it wants to. I've removed all the photos off it now onto USB that I want to keep, and moved all PDFs that I want as well off there. Well, as far as I can remember, the ones that I want I moved as well. So I think he's going to smash it to smithereens when we do get the other one, because this one really isn't fit for much. Keeps stopping and starting and switching off when it's had enough, and yeah. Oh. Yeah, so got my mum's sewing machine this week as well. So chuffed. I mean, my mum's sewing machine is older than mine. So, like mine's, what did I say? Mine is over 20 years. So hers has got to be probably 30 years. It's, I wrote this down as well because I'm not that good at remember. A Frister and Rossmann Star 105. So they've been around since 18 blah 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 whatever, and it's got all these different functions on it. It's got about 4 bloody different dial things on it, which I thought, well, there's 3 dials and the 4th one is actually for not pressure, what do you call it, not pressure, tension. It's a tension wheel, so that one's all right. I can manage that one. But the instruction book, right, is so old. I'll show you. Where is it? I say, right. So it's discoloured. Right. So it's discoloured. It's tatty. It's, you know. But the instructions, oh my God, they are so. They say it as it is. So you can see it, 3 dials, right? But they say it as it is. You know, go from A to B to C, and so I managed to, because it hasn't been used for so long, so I needed to take it all apart. And it showed me the basics of taking it apart, but I could take it all apart, even though all underneath. Really simple, straightforward, apart from one section which I left. But I got to take it all apart. I cleaned it all down, all the mechanisms. I cleaned, because there's loads of shit in it. I oiled it all. Put it all back together. I should have really tested the machine if I'd thought logically to see whether it works or not. I can't remember if I did or not, but it doesn't matter. I enjoyed taking it apart. Took it all apart, cleaned it all down, got a brush in there and whatever, oiled it, put it back together, then looked at the instructions to do the bobbin underneath. The light didn't work, so I went to my local shop, No, they got the size above, the size below, but not one that size, she said. Okay, but they were going to get some in. I said, no, don't matter. I don't need it for now. So I come back, put it all back together, and then I did the top threaded all the top, all through all the tension things. Diagram was really good, showing me how to do it, because it's a lot more complicated than mine was for threading. But it made more sense than mine. And got some old material. Right, and you know when you do a little prayer, said my little prayer, put the material under it, put the lever down at the back so the foot sat on the material, press the pedal, and oh my God, it was a breeze. It stitched perfect. Now I haven't moved any of the dials. I did move it the other day to try and do a ziggy zaggy, but I don't know if I did it right, so I put it back quickly because I thought I'm not messing. As Therese says, don't mess, Caroline. Don't mess, Carol, because if you mess, things get cocked up. So I didn't. I thought I only need the 1 stitch. Don't see if it could do any other, just for see, and leave it. So I have been making my project bags again this week for all my Patreons, and I'm really enjoying it now on this machine. I'm not very swift, but I don't care. I don't need to be very swift. And I have ordered some of that sticky tape, which apparently is going to come from Amazon on Monday, but I'm still working on it. I put it away for today because I thought today I'm going to have a break from it, because I've been doing it for quite a few days, cutting and stitching and pinning and all that. But I have made quite a few, and I have got some sections, believe it or not, wait for it, about 3 inches of straight stitching. Whoop whoop. Trouble is, Grant says you get carried away, because he was watching me. He said you can see when you're going to go wrong. He said because you look down, you would stitch, and he said, and then you sort of have a bit of a pause, and you must realise that you're going in a straight line. And then he said it goes tits up then. I said I do. I get so excited, I think, oh, I'm doing a straight line, doing a straight line. As soon as I think that, yeah, I go winky wonky again. But I quite like it. There's Millie doesn't say, she said to me, Mum, it's unique. Every bag you make whether it's the smaller bags or the larger bags, she said will be unique, because no two will be the same. Even though it's out the same fabric, using the same cotton, using the same type of zip, using the same machine, she said they'll all be slightly different. So each one that you make will be unique, and so each person will get a unique project bag. And I thought, oh, that's quite a nice way of looking at it. She does. She's so good, Mel. She thinks of these things. But yes, yeah, so I'm really chuffed. Really chuffed with how I'm doing. You know. And I showed them on my floss tube yesterday. If you want to see them, go and have a look on my floss tube. And some of the girls, they said I did really well, and I did have a little cry, because I said to Grant, because I said I try so hard, and it takes me, like somebody, I think Marissa said it takes her about 10 to 20 minutes to do one of her project bags, which are very similar. Me, it takes me nearly an hour to do one. But as Grant said, yeah, he said some people are going to be able to do it quick, some people aren't. He said, and you're just one of those people that can't. He said, but he said, you all making it with love in your heart every time you do it. He said, so he said, oh look, there's 3 there that I missed. He said, and that's what matters. And I thought he's right, isn't it? We all take the effort and time and put our energy and our love into making our projects, and it doesn't matter whether you're one of the ones that take an hour or more to do one, or whether you take 10 minutes to do one. And I suppose he is right, isn't he? He said they all get made in the end. Don't you hate a wise husband? Only joking, I love him to bits. I love him to bits, I do. So I've got them over on the side there. So I thought, yeah, and I got another idea of something else that I want to make that I made a prototype of, and I thought, I like that. So I'm going to be maybe doing them as some gift for some friends, and maybe some, I don't know, maybe a future Patreon gift. I don't know. We'll see. See how I get. But I need to get some wood material though, because I'm out of material now. So I didn't want to buy too much material, but I'm not buying from AliExpress again, because it's a bit thin. I mean, they're all right because they're lining. They're lined as well, but the material is a bit thin. And it does stretch a bit, you know, when you're sewing on it. So I think I'll stick to where I can feel the material and see it before I buy it, or get it off a reputable site. Do you know what I mean? Because there is enough of them now that I can get from them now. I'm starting to look around and finding all these places. And I got a friend that I'm spoke to for, well, we lost touch and we're back in touch, and she does a lot of sewing. So she said if I ever needed any help, give her a shout as well of where to go for stuff, because she used to live round here. Now she lives down in Swindon, which is about 5 hours from me. But she said, you know, she'd have some ideas of where I could get it locally, which would be good. So yeah, so I'm glad I got my mum's sewing machine, and every time I sew in it I do think of her, because when we were kids she'd get the sewing machine out and she'd be making like stuffed animals for Christmas, so she'd get some money to buy Christmas presents. I think I've told you before. But she'd make seals and elephants and teddies, penguins, oh god, all sorts. But I like the seal, but I really like, 'cause you know, people that have watched my channel know I love elephants. Elephants and elephants and hippos are my 2 favourite. And I asked my mum, I must have been only about 7. Something like that, 6 or 7. I was only little. Asking her that, could I have an elephant? She said, oh, she hadn't got enough material left to make me one, which I knew she hadn't, because she was using everything she'd got. But bless her, on Christmas Day under the tree, she'd made me an elephant out of all the bits that she had left, but she'd made it as if it had it was sat down on its bum, but it looked as if it's got trousers and a jacket on the way she'd done it. Oh, it was lovely. I used to carry that around everywhere. It used to come everywhere with me, this elephant. And I think it's up in Mum and Dad's attic somewhere. I think my dad put it up there when he was having a sort out, because it used to sit on the spare bed at Mum and Dad's. But he assures me it's up in the attic, safe. But we'll see. But yeah, bless her. I can remember she used to stay up to about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning sewing these animals. And I don't think she got much for them. You know, she never charged much more than what she, you know, paid to get the material and everything. She didn't make an awful lot on them, but she only wanted to make enough to get a few presents for us for Christmas and put some, you know, a bit of food on the table. Because Dad's money only just covered the bills, like. So you look back in it and you appreciate, you realise what they went through to get stuff for you. You don't realise at the time. You know, I didn't realise when I think back and thought, oh God, all my friends were having this, that and the other thing and we never got it. But, I mean, I was never unhappy. And I was always very, very grateful for what we had. But when you get older and realise what your parents went through to get you that stuff, you know, it melts my heart. Oh, there's another one of those doodads there. What's it called? An upside down, sideways arrow thingy bobby doodah. You know the one I mean, don't you? Oh, get back in there. Excuse me. Yeah, Mum's not doing too bad either. She's only had 2 falls this week, which is pretty good. Oh, it's an F as well. They're trying to get her to keep her head up when she walks. But they say she'll start off doing it. And then, yeah, forgets. And then over she goes, bless her. But she's lucky. She hasn't really hurt herself, so that's good. You know, she's got a couple of bruises, but, you know, no broken bones or anything like that, which is good. Because it could be, you know, I said it does concern me, but they can, like they say, they can't watch her 24/7 because she has a go at them if they're there with her. And I said, well, I can't really blame her. You know, you don't want somebody watching you all the time, do you? 3225. None of us like anybody watching us, do we? Where is that one? Number 28. It's there. Can't see for looking, folks. Yeah, she's alright. Dad's not too bad. Still very tearful. I've told him this week he needs to go back to the doctors. I said, and tell him, you know, that you're very depressed. And I said, you maybe need a little pick-me-up or something, or a bit of counselling maybe. I said, might help. You know, talk out your emotions and how you're feeling. And, you know, because I said, you know, it's understandable how you're feeling. You know, but I said, I can't counsel you. I said, because I'm going through it as well. Do you know what I mean? So I said, you need to have somebody that's, you know, not connected really is the best. So he said he'll see how he feels over the weekend, and he'll go Monday. But he's been like this since Mum's gone, so up into the home. So I said, I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. And I feel sorry for him, do you know what I mean? I don't want him to be feeling that, because it's not my dad. And I hate seeing him so upset, because I can't make it better. But he's quite pleased, because this week Grant's got a job down in Cornwall again. I don't know if you remember, some of you will remember, I put a video up of our last trip, because Grant does some work down in Cornwall, down right in the bottom of Cornwall, down the Lizard actually. What we've got, he's got to go back down and take this big huge 7-foot sail down and box it up and So it's all sale, and pick up some stuff that this bloke job wants done. But Millie doesn't want to come. So she's phoned her granddad and said, can I come to yours, granddad? Now you've got Wi-Fi. Can I bring my PlayStation? She said, plug my PlayStation in. So he said, of course you can. So she's going to go there Tuesday night and then she'll come back Thursday. So he's over the moon. And I said, it'll do him the world of good. Have a bit of company for a couple of days. And it'll do Millie good as well, spending some time with her granddad. Because I remember as a kid going down and spending a week with my granddad, or a long weekend or something, and I used to love it. Just me and him. But the dog's coming with us, because otherwise the dog would go there as well, but we're taking her with us. Because we booked a hotel at Travelodge that takes dogs as well. And she's good company, because we're not down there to be sociable. We are literally down there to do this job. And we literally then go and have something to eat. Then it's back to the room, get some rest and some sleep. Then up in the morning, breakfast, and head for home. You know, it's nothing. So, yeah, because it'll take us about 8 hours, probably, well, 7.5 to 8 hours to get there. Because we'll have to have a couple of stops for the dog and for us to stretch our legs. I think if you do a straight run, it's about 6.5 hours driving. So I said, we'll take the dog. She's good company. And I didn't want, I said it cost us £20 to take her into the hotel with us, or 35 if we put her in the doggy hotel. And we'd have to put her in for 2 nights in the doggy hotel, so it would have cost us £55. Because she would have had to go in for 2 nights, because we get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and leave, so we can get down there for about 10ish, so he can start on doing what he's got to do. That's the dog, sorry, there's another dog outside barking somewhere and she can hear it, so she's obviously answering it and telling it whatever she's telling it. But yeah, I quite enjoy going down to Cornwall. It's quite a nice route. As I say, if you haven't seen, I have got a video on it. I think it says 24 hours condensed into 10 minutes or something. And showing where we stopped and what we looked at and what we ate and something. But we get to go to St Ives, which is one of my that and Tenby are my 2 favourite places to visit. So we'll get to go there, because we're just staying by there for our tea, and it'll be either burger probably, because they do these fantastic burgers, and you're allowed to take dogs in there, which is even better, which is so nice. So the dog can come in as well and sit under the table, and they bring the dog water, and oh, they're really, really good. So I said to Jess, does she want to come or does she want to stay with Grandad? She said, no, I'll come. That's it, which is nice. So I said, because she doesn't mind travel, whereas Millie gets really, no. She said, no, I want to stay with Grandad. So I'm trying to think of what else is happening this week. As I say, the kids are on 3839. 3839. They're on holiday. So that's all we've got planned for Wednesday. I think Jessie's looking after her friend's rabbit next week, and that's probably about as exciting as it's going to get. Got no exciting plans. Want to finish, as I say, I want to finish the project bags. I think I've just had a parcel in this morning. I haven't opened it, but I think it could be my Treasure Studio Arts diamond painter. So I've got that to open and video. I've also been sent something to review, which I haven't opened, but she's got to be opened, filmed and opened. And I have told the company that sent it that I will give an honest and true evaluation of it, and they said yes, we know, we've seen a few of your videos. That's why I said I won't lie, or you know, I won't peep it up or pip it down, whatever. I said, I'll just tell you as I see it. And he said, that's what we want. So I said, fair enough. And it is something actually that I need because, well, will need soon. So I might film that and put that up Monday. I don't know. We'll see. But I won't be doing it till tomorrow because I'm too tired today. So I think, what we on? We're on about 40 minutes, somewhere around there. So I think I'll love you and leave you because I don't want to bore you. Oh, and I have got my Diamond Art Club, should be here this week because I ordered the Bubble Trouble or Trouble Bubble Halloween one with the dragons in. So that should, and it said that's been dispatched. So that hopefully should be here, fingers crossed, this week as well. So some nice stuff coming in this week and I can't wait. So with that said, thank you ever so much for stopping by and having a catch up with me and what's been going on. If you'd like to leave a comment, well, please leave a comment because I keep checking to see if there's comments because I love reading the comments. I love interacting with everybody. It makes my day and I do always answer. Or private message me. All my social media stuff is all down below. If you haven't subscribed, you know the subscribe notification button. If you want to know when I go live or when I put up a video, I don't mind. And also my details for my Happy Mail form, which I ask people to fill in case I give out a giveaway or anything. And also my Patreon if you'd like to support my channel in any way. That's what I'm making my project bags for, to say a big thank you to everybody that that does support me. But all the details are down below. You don't have to. But if you just want to go in and have a nose at my Instagram or my Facebook or whatever, you're more than welcome. And with that said, all that's left for me to say is take care, look after yourselves and stay safe. Love you all.